Hey everyone, now that it's graduation season, what's first and foremost on a lot of our brains is now furnishing their new space. Either it's a high school graduate moving into maybe a dorm or moving on into the workforce, getting their own apartment, college graduates moving into a new apartment. It's just a time of transition of a new living space and with that a limited budget. And to go along with that, fairly recently, our son Jake moved into a new apartment and decided to replace some of the things he had had from his old stuff that had been left over from college, or just pieces that weren't really working with what he wanted. We did gift him a couple of pieces. These are all incredibly budget friendly. And as we were helping him move into his new space, I realized we cannot be the only parents that are doing this, or maybe you're not a parent, but you are someone in this age range, so this could apply to you. And I wanted to share the new things that he has in his apartment because I think they are exquisite. And honestly, if I needed new furniture, I would happily have any of this in my home. So while these are budget friendly, more entry level pieces, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't want to put them in a well-established home with a bit of more budget. Why spend more money if you don't have to? So I'm going to walk you through the standout pieces, and everything will be linked below. I can tell you right now, it was a little bit of Amazon, Walmart, a lot of Target, and a little bit of Wayfair, all mixed in. So all great retailers, great price points. I have everything down here on my phone, so I will be looking down as I share the pieces. So let's start in the bedroom. Now, in new living spaces like a dorm room or a first apartment, storage is at a premium. There's never gonna be enough. Although honestly, even in a full-sized home, storage is always an issue. So when Jake was looking at stuff, I was helping to guide him towards things that would give him optimal storage. In this specific situation, he has a huge walk-in closet. So dresser drawers were not a premium, but still, you can't just hang up your underwear. So I started looking around at some of the retailers, and I actually went and checked out some places in person. Let me just say, Living Spaces has some very nice price points, but we were very disappointed in the furniture that we saw there, and I actually thought I could be helpful and order a couple of things. They were delivered to our house and we returned them on site. The quality was just not there, especially as compared to where we did find some great quality, and that was at Target. Specifically, their Hearth and Home line and their Project 62 line. We were astonished at how great those pieces are. Now, you have to put them together, but once they're put together, solid pieces. So this dresser is part of a collection from Target. It appears to be mostly solid wood. It has a nice size to it. The drawers glide. It's a great price point. It's very on trend and something that easily fit his budget. Along with that were matching nightstands. Now, in this case, he decided he didn't want the matchy look because he didn't have room for a desk in his main living area. He decided to use a desk as a nightstand on one side of his bed and the matching nightstand front that goes with the dresser on the other. Big, deep drawers. Again, great storage space. You could put a ton of stuff in there. What I really like about the size of the nightstand and the dresser is that in a really big closet situation, those can easily fit in a closet if you don't have enough space to keep stuff in the actual room. So like I said, he used one side of the bed for a normal traditional nightstand. On the other side of the bed, he wanted more of a writing desk, and we found this great one at Target, Project 62. You do have to put it together, but it goes together very, very quickly. It has some nice details like a hidden outlet. I think it has 2 plugs and 2 USB ports so you can charge directly. It has 2 slide out drawers. The wood doesn't exactly match everything else he has going on in the room, but it's close enough. And I just think it's really nice, clean lines. This particular desk came in, I think, 3 wood finishes. I can't remember which one that is, but I'll put it down in the description box. Along with that, another retailer that turned out to be a great find was World Market. I think we used to know it as Cost Plus World Market. I think now they just go by World Market. And you'll see similar chairs in a minute in his dining area or breakfast nook, whatever you want to call it. But I saw this one. It was, I think, last call for 45 bucks, which is really good for a chair. It's low profile. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's not too distracting. It's not a traditional office chair, but what I liked is that it's complementary to the chairs that are out in his living area. So if you need some extra seating, it is pretty seamless. Let's take a look at the actual bed. I do have some tips here. This bed headboard is gorgeous. I would, in a heartbeat, put this in a bedroom in my house. I don't need any new bed frames, so I'm good. I do want to give you a tip though. He has the headboard. It's beautiful. It's actual rattan over wood. I think there's this was the full queen size. It is sold all by itself. It obviously needs the bed frame. He opted for just the typical like iron, slightly lifted one. It didn't match up perfectly with the bed frame because they were from two different retailers, two different manufacturers. So my recommendation is if you're doing this where you're buying things piece by piece, make sure they're from the same retailer, and if you can, even the same brand within the retailer. They made it work. Michael and Jake zip tied the bed frame to the headboard. It also helps that he got a box spring, and then he had his Oil Mattress to sit on top of it. So really, it's pretty secure. One other thing that he went and ordered from Amazon were these little things. I'll insert a picture of them over here. They're from Amazon. You put them behind your bed. So like if you're sitting up in, I'm gonna do the G-rated version. If you're sitting up in bed and you find that your headboard kind of knocks against the wall behind you and you don't want that to happen because you don't want to disturb the people on the other side of the wall, if you're in an apartment because you're sitting up and reading in bed or watching TV, these stop the headboard from knocking up against the wall. So that was a nice little thing that's good to have in an apartment. Anyway, the Oil Mattress, still fabulous. Just got a basic box spring. I can't even remember where he ordered it from. The rest of the bedroom, again, we're back to storage space. So he had this big entertainment center in his last apartment. It didn't fit in this one. He didn't bring it with him. And he didn't really need it, but he realized that he had used that big entertainment center to put his books up, display picture frames, and so on. And he was really needing something like that. There's no vertical space in the main living area. So we found this bookshelf. I think it is stunning. I got it at Walmart and it is perfect. The open back shelves let cords go in and out very easily. So he put his printer on there. He put the modem in there. He's got his books, whatever he's going to put on there. It's fabulous, and it could easily segue into the living area if he wants it in there instead. It's a really nice piece. Again, something I'm looking around the house. I could easily see this in my own family room if it wasn't already fully furnished. Okay, let's hop into a space he's never had before, which is an eating area. I have noticed in a lot of apartments all over the place, but definitely in the more college area apartments, many of them have a breakfast bar, but no eating area. So this new place has an eating area. He was pretty excited about it. I just found this basic table on Amazon. He wanted sort of a mid-century modern look, so I was sending him links to all these things. And it's okay. I'm gonna put it, it's easily seats 4, and it's great for the price that it is. I recommend it, but I think there's probably slightly better options out there if you want something maybe a little bit bigger, a little more substantial. But again, serious budget. I think this is great. And then those chairs came in a set of 4. And what's really nice about them is that there's a built-in cushion in the bottom. So they are quite comfortable, and then you don't have to worry about going out and buying new cushions, all easily wipeable. And finally, let's move into I was gonna say the main living area. It's the only living area. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. And it's got some great bones to it, I just have to say. Some of these little architectural things like crown molding, built-in entertainment center, rosettes around it, the transom windows over the balcony. I was really impressed when we came to see it. But you wanna kind of liven it up from that basic beige. So first, he found this amazing area rug. Pretty sure it's from Target. I'll link it below. It's very modern. It brings some color into the room. It's still a little bit more masculine. I mean, most of the rugs that we have in our house, God bless Michael, but I mean, they're all like florals and things, poor man. The picture above the couch, we found that at World Market. The throw pillows, the covers and the pillows were sold separately. The pillow inserts are okay, but and I'll link them if you're interested, but I think you can find better. but at least it'll give you a jumping off point. The actual pillows themselves, very mid-century modern, nice kind of masculine theme to them. Found those on Amazon. The coffee table, that exact one I think is sold out. It's from Wayfair, but what I like about it is that it has a big open compartment in the middle, so you could put baskets in there, you could stack magazines, all that, but it also has a drawer, again, more storage. The faux leather chair is outstanding. It's almost like a chair and a half. It's pretty good size. I mean, it doesn't have a huge footprint, but you can fit more than, you know, you can't really fit more than one person there, but you can fit, a person could sprawl across it. And Michael loves it, and I'm thinking we might order one to put in his office. And then that kind of more like tower type floor lamp, again, Jake chose it because he wanted more shelving, if he wanted a place to set down a drink there, put his phone charger over there. I do want to talk about those nesting tables in between the couch and the faux leather chair. Found those at Walmart. They're 2 tables. They nest inside each other, but they're also open. The tops come off, so you can throw extra throw blankets in there, pillows, some sort of decor. Leave them empty if you want. I think they're so cool. They're from the Better Homes and Gardens line at Walmart. I have a lot of that stuff in my own house. I love them. And then one little thing that we decided to gift him just to make it look a little more homey was a faux plant. There's no way he was gonna keep a real plant alive. And this is, I guess, the little sister to the faux fiddle leaf fig trees that we have in our house. Found those also at World Market, as well as the gold planter that it's sitting in. So those are the highlights from Jake's new apartment. Some really great solid pieces at really great budget-friendly options. I will also list down in the description box his bedding, his placemats, his, I was gonna say everyday dishes, but those are the only dishes he has. It's not like he has a set of china. I think he's mostly using paper plates, but I'd like to pretend that he's actually sitting down and making a meal every day, and we're gonna let that fantasy continue to live. But these are all great pieces that if you're just starting out and you're trying to build yourself a little home, these all came in handy. We'll be going through this again in about a year when Shane leaves Ole Miss and moves on to whatever he's doing next. So I imagine there are quite a few of you in the same boat. If you have any recommendations to share, any specific furniture pieces, retailers you've had really good luck with around these price points, please go ahead and share them in the comments below. I am talking specifically to the parents of older children. We're still a community of parents, and we still want to help each other out and our kids out. So share that knowledge. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you had fun, a little bit of different topic, and I'll see you next time with something a little more fashion and beauty related. Again, thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.